Hello YouTube and welcome back to another video on the main channel, and today we're back with the top 10 crew.
Yes, it is a top 10 podcast.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, stop with this nonsense. But yeah, today we've done top 10 Wii games, we've done top 10 DS games. New console, we're doing top 10 Switch games today because
The Switch is...
probably dying now.
It's not probably dying, it is dying.
Well, it's not officially died yet, so it is probably dying.
Yeah, and somehow we haven't done this. I had to remind myself 8 times that we haven't done this already. I feel like I don't understand why we haven't done this yet.
I know, right? Because because we've done, obviously the last one we did was top 10 Nintendo games of all time, and that list was very Switch heavy. So that's probably why people thought we've already done this already.
It feels like
but we haven't.
Well, I remember a top 2 being like Mario Kart 8 and Breath of the Wild and that, I think. And I was thinking, okay, that's the Switch list. But
yeah, that's the Switch. No, that was just the Nintendo, universe.
Just Nintendo as a whole.
Nintendo as of. So, we asked an extensive panel of people, experts. I'd call them experts, but they're just, people. So we asked me, obviously H, Molly, Kuhl, Sprangle, Zenaus, Chris, Dake, Dia, Monsuno, Foss, Nico, Alcarez, Jack, Lil, and Scoots.
I would not call half those people experts.
I wouldn't. I would not.
Especially Molecule.
Yeah.
Your Molecule's on it. Lil apparently sent me a game in 8th and 10th place, the same game. So.
Oh, for goodness sake! Why has he done that?
So I've just.
Does he realise he did that?
I sent him a message. He sent me the list about 4 or 5 hours ago. I said, "Oh, you put Super Mario RPG because that didn't even make our top 20. I think you put that 8th and 10th. I said you put it.
Oh, I forgot about that when I forgot about that when I was making my list.
Yeah. So
oh no!
I put him in 8th spot, and Lil doesn't have a last place, so it's fine. It's fine. So.
Let's make up a last place for him. Waluigi Pinball.
It's not a game.
To him, it's a game. To him, it's a game.
1-2 Switch.
Yeah. 1-2 Switch. Yes.
Everybody wants.
It might get 1 point.
We'll get 1 point. So usually,
I swear to God, if it has more than 1 point, I actually swear to God,
it doesn't. You're safe.
Well, 1-2 Switch is meant to be bundled with it, but the people, all the people who sold it, all the game companies or whoever who sold the Switch, they didn't put it together. They thought it was separate.
So you should have got it free.
Yeah.
But nobody did.
Nope.
Right. So you usually say honourable mentions for the games that just missed out on the top 15.
Yeah.
I've got 5 with 10 points, just missing out on the top 15.
Go on.
Should we very quickly gloss over them then?
Okay, so I've written notes today to say who had it the highest, what they obviously ranked in previous top 10s.
So prepared.
Guess you probably guessed this, but one game got 10 points from Scoots, and no one else had it.
Is it Paper Mario?
No, he plays it quite a lot on stream.
Pokemon Showdown. That's not on Switch.
No. Celeste.
Okay.
Oh, Celeste. Okay.
Celeste, yeah.
Okay. I haven't played it, but okay.
Fire Emblem Engage got 10 points.
Okay. I think 6 of those were from me. Yeah, that was my number 5, so I gave that 6 points.
Let's Go Pikachu got 10 points.
Was that?
And the highest ranking that was Foss, who had it 5th. So it got a lot of mids and bottoms, but it got up there. Pokemon Snap.
Yeah. Okay.
Zenaus had that second.
Snap.
Okay.
So it got a second and a last, but it's there. And the other game Sprangle had first and no one else had.
What's that?
You probably have a guess.
Kirby.
No, Miitopia.
Oh, Miitopia. I forgot about the Kirby game as well when I was putting my list together. God, I need to get these done sooner because I rushed it this morning. And I missed out on a bunch of games that I could have considered. Kirby wouldn't have made it anyway, bless him.
I'm just happy someone else has put a game that's my number 1 for once.
Yeah, because obviously it's got more than 10 points. So
hey!
So breaking into the top 15 with 12 points.
This one is my number 1 straight off the bat.
This game has not been ever mentioned in a previous top 10 video. The person who had it the highest was Jack.
Okay.
Okay.
This man had this game second place.
Oh my god, okay.
Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle got 12 points.
There
Jack
it
had it
is.
second.
What?
I had it the other spot in like 6th or 7th ish.
To be fair,
Really?
to be fair,
Yeah, that's it.
I didn't put it down because I've not really played it. I played the new one.
Played a new one.
Yeah. I think it's such a great game though. It's like I mean, it is kind of like you know Timmy's first XCOM kind of thing. If you know what XCOM is, it's kind of just like the Mario and Rabbids formula, but it's like actual like more difficult and more strategic. But I love Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. It's such an overlooked game. Like it's got like a really nice like like amount of difficulty to it. Like I really like all the different like customization like you can do with the characters and just
and all sorts. Yeah.
It's just really good. I'm glad they made a sequel, even though it wasn't as good as the original.
Yeah.
But very good game. I'm glad it's finally got some love on one of these lists. And, like, I just went through all of the Switch games, and I just thought like, fuck, there's only one game on Switch that I like more than this one. So like, I just think of like which games I just had the most fun playing out of all of them. Yeah.
Yeah, like for me,
very good game.
I'm playing it recently on stream again. I'm really enjoying it. The most memories I have playing it is not actually the story mode. It's like the battle mode. Because at uni, me and Reece used to play it all the time, like 1v1ing sort of thing.
Yeah,
so
same with me and Courtney. We used to play it all the time.
Yeah, that I think that's why it scraped like 7th, like 8th-ish for me, because I just remember.
I definitely would like for you to be able to play the rest of it though at some point, because it's got a Donkey Kong expansion as well. We only got to that.
It does, yeah, but I don't know. Maybe one day.
And we all know DK is your boy.
The Kong universe is my boy. Has to be done.
Yeah.
Diddy Kong, exactly. I just remember the Vampiric Rabbid Luigi was like the meta. Like the one me and Reece
he was.
It just broken as hell.
If you know what you're doing, he can solo the entire game. It's hilarious.
It's brilliant. But yeah, that always what 15th place. 2 points more. Another game has not ever been mentioned in a top 10 video.
Ooh.
This
game,
Molecule had first place.
Oh, thank goodness. Mine won't be even hard. Mine won't make top 10, boys.
So Molly had it first. And it's got 14 points.
Is it going to be Minecraft? Like the Switch version?
No, it's a Pokemon game.
Okay. Is it Unite?
No, it's Sword and Shield.
Okay.
Which, me personally, is the second worst Pokemon game ever made. Mainline series.
Yeah, I think most people would agree it's one of the worst ever made.
Yeah,
and it didn't come anywhere near my top 10.
Literally, it's the only Pokemon game I've owned since Gen 4 I've not actually ever finished.
I mean, for me, that honour goes to Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, but that's more because I got it right after Sun. But, like, Sword and Shield, I was just so bored, honestly. Like, the wild area was fun, but it was, like, kind of not fully fleshed out. Like, the story was non-existent. Like, the starters sucked. Like, Rillaboom is okay. The other two are awful.
Yeah.
That's the only game I've ever boxed my starter and not looked back,
Yeah. There's not many...
Did you get the DLC for it?
I didn't get the DLC for it.
Yeah, I thought you'd say
that.
I
did, because I was hoping... it would improve it. And to be fair, like, from what I played, like, I only played, like, some of the first DLC, and from what I played, it was a little bit better, but...
Yeah. Well, I definitely never played DLC, because I never got all 8 of my gym badges. I think I got to, like, Gym 7, and then just stopped. And thought, well...
You weren't missing much, honestly, unless... Yeah.
I don't see someone...
You weren't missing much, unless you were excited to see, like, the villain's, like, whole evil plan being about stopping an energy crisis in about 800 years.
Yeah.
It's like in thousands of years we're going to have some kind of energy crisis, therefore I need to destroy the world.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Like, I don't remember any of the story from that game. I didn't remember any of the characters, any of the gym leaders.
Oh, well, that's because there was none.
There was, exactly.
There was no story.
There was no story at all. The only thing I'm trying to think of Gen 8 mods I like. I can't.
Yeah, they had a few that I liked. Toxtricity was pretty good. Obstagoon I like.
Morpeko Gen 8?
Corviknight is great.
Was
Morpeko
Gen
is
8?
Gen 8, yes.
Okay, that's the only redeeming feature of Sword Shield with Morpeko. That's it.
Yeah, it had some good Pokemon. That's one thing I will say about it. It had Surfetch'd as well.
Yeah.
Who else did it have? Center Scorch is great.
Yeah.
Frostmoth I love as well.
Snob. Love it, Snob.
Flapple.
Flapple. Love a bit of Flapple. You know,
and of course Wooloo.
And of course,
you can't miss Wooloo.
Wooloo. All the Dynamaxing thing. I feel like Dynamax was kind of weird concept. After going from Mega
Dynamax was odd. Like of all the gimmicks, I think it's going to be the one everyone will just forget about, honestly, because it doesn't really do anything interesting.
No, I think I'd rank it Mega.
But yeah, all I will say for Gen 8.
Zed and.
Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, because all the concepts were like from like Gen 6 onwards. Because like Gen 1 to Gen 5 didn't we have one of these like, ooh, I got a gimmick. But I think Megas are best. Then I'd probably go Terra. You know, woo, different typings. Mm-hmm. Then Z, and then Dynamax at the bottom. But
I think I'd agree with that, to be honest.
Because Dynamax
all I'll say for Gen 8 is that it had good Pokemon and the character customization was good. That was the only other thing that was good was the character customization.
So if you do like Pokemon Sword, Molly, and I'm watching this.
So if you're watching this and you're Molly,
why are you wrong? And like I'm pretty sure her favourite Pokemon game is Gen 6. I'm like, well, what's wrong with you? Anyway, we move on to 13th place, 19 points. Again, this game not ranked in any other top 10 we did before. Had 19 points.
Yeah.
Both these points came from two people.
Yeah.
Chris had this game first. Alchris had this game second.
Okay. Is it Smash?
Okay.
It's not Smash Bros. It's Xenoblade Chronicles number 2.
Yes.
Okay. I know nothing about this series. I want to play. I want to play the games because they do look good. I've heard a lot of great things about them, but I just never have. They're such. They seem like they're such long games, and I just haven't had the time yet.
Yeah, they're one of those games.
Someday I will play them. Considering Nintendo seems to be finally taking a break from the series after there was a period in the mid a few years back where I swear every direct was all about Xenoblade. There was 8 directs in a row where the big news was always Xenoblade related. It was just fuck, just you have other series, Nintendo, and
focus on them.
Yeah, finally they're actually focusing on other series a little bit.
Exactly.
But Christ.
Right, I've got a few quick facts that I've been told from my friend.
I thought you were from producers in your ear.
Oh no.
So, world and design, there's giant creatures. The world of Alres is built on the back of massive creatures called Titans. The game features a unique blend of anime-inspired character designs with a vast European-influenced world.
Wow.
Voice acting controversy. The game's English voice acting was a bit uneven at launch, leading to some criticism and later patches.
Wow.
Patching what? They changed the voice actors?
You're fired, we're getting new ones. Oh, that's so odd.
Okay, that is interesting.
But yeah, that's let us know.
That's Xenoblade for you.
That's Xenoblade in a nutshell from HSNet. So
if you want to spend 100 hours looking at anime boobs on top of a giant turtle that is also the world, then play Xenoblade Chronicles.
Exactly, that's the selling point for that game. Move on to 12th place, 1 point more. Again, not been ranked before. Again, this game got 20 points and only 2 people had it on their lists.
Okay.
Which means 2 people had this game
2 people
number
had it
1.
top 10.
One of them was Nico.
Yeah.
And the other one is sat in this call.
Why is it me?
It's not H.
What?
Is it me?
Yeah, it's just you. Yeah.
What?
Oh no! Oh my god! Wait, where is this rank?
This is 12th place, 20 points.
12th place. Oh man. Okay.
So yeah, Fire Emblem Three Houses is.
Fire Emblem Three Houses got this. Can't believe it's. I can only assume it's 12 because people haven't played it.
Yeah, I would say.
Well, I guess more specifically, I guess because people haven't played Fire Emblem in general. But what a game! this game is so good. I can't really like explain why it's good without people playing it, but it's just like got a really fun cast of characters. Like gameplay is like really fun. I can't really explain why it's so good. It's just a really good game. Like if you like tactical strategy games, like there's not many better ones on the Switch. Although I would argue Fire Emblem Engage, the actual gameplay is better, but in Three Houses, like the story and the characters are so much more fun.
Yeah,
they're so much better. I'm surprised that it's only got 20 points. Honestly, I didn't think it would be my number one. In fairness, but I just sat down and I was putting my list together, and I was just like, is this better than Fire Emblem? No. Is this? No. Is this one? No.
No.
Like everything just ended up ranking below it for me.
That was me with it as 11. No, we moved on. Okay, 11. But yeah. Yours and Nico's list were kind of similar because they both have Fire Emblem on it and like in similar positions. So it's in. So Fire Emblem 3 got 20 points. We jump up to 30 points.
Yeah.
In 11.
Wow. Okay.
30 points got 11th place. Usually that's like second in our list, but today
that's kind of crazy.
It's not even breaking top 10.
No.
I feel like there's a very strong consensus in this list on what the top 10 games are.
There is only... We asked 15 people. There's only 55 different games on the list. So, this next game, again, not ranked before. 30 points. Only one person had this first. Everyone else who had it fourth or less.
Okay.
I
think I know what this is.
Someone in this call had it first place.
Yeah, I know what this is.
It wasn't me.
I know what this is.
We talked about Jexon already. It's H's game. It's Splatoon 3.
Yeah, I am outstanding and even made top 15 because I know.
Every time your first place never gets top 15. And today it's actually happened. And what? I didn't even ask Kat.
I know.
It would have been higher if Kat was here.
It's one of the games that if you like it, you love it.
Well, clearly not, because you're the only one who had it in their top three. Everyone else had it fourth or less.
But it's kind of, but still, people love it, and it's got so much interesting details which you get from it being made by the same people as Animal Crossing. Same development team.
I was going to say Animal Crossing and Splatoon are like polar opposite games.
Yeah, but
like all of that crossover from Animal Crossing, you can really feel it in Splatoon 3.
You deal with the backgrounds and stuff. There's also Animal Crossing collabs they do all the time.
Where you could shoot Tom Nook in the face with a paintball gun.
Like they got like Animal Crossing designs in Splatoon, and they got like Easter eggs from Splatoon in Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Then you've got it's just constantly updated. It's a Nintendo game where the online is good.
The one game. If it's not in Mario Kart, not in Smash Bros, Mario Party, crap online. I'll give Splatoon. From what I've heard, Splatoon 3 lobbies are like the best.
It's the best Nintendo's done.
It's constantly being updated every like 2 weeks with new content, which is rare for Nintendo.
Yes,
so
the DLC is
very
absolutely
rare. Considering we still only have 4 fucking maps in Mario Party.
Yeah, we got 2 more maps last week, and we got about 6 different weapons that just come out of nowhere. There's a new catalogue.
See, imagine if this was Mario Kart or like something like that. Then you get every week. Oh, we get a new kart today. Oh, this. You get a new costume for Mario. Oh, there's a new track.
It's a game that's got even more sales than any Mario game on the Switch in Japan. The Japan absolutely love this game.
This Splatoon is very big in Japan.
I will say, like, I do have to credit Nintendo for like making a new IP and actually really like going ham with it.
Yeah.
Because like I think most people would consider Splatoon one of the most iconic Nintendo series now.
Yeah.
And it's because they've like they've like given it so much support and backup.
Really
like,
has.
so
they just need to.
I'll give them kudos for that.
And go right next console. Let's get that. Let's do Splatoon, but let's put all of the stuff we've learnt from it, like all the online things, and put that into other games.
Yeah, that would be great. Will they do that?
And
probably
Splatoon
not.
Kart.
Splatoon Kart. See, Splatoon's even in Mario Kart.
Splatoon Kart launch title for Nintendo Switch 2. Coming up soon.
What I would like is for them to not just have battle mode, to do an actual track.
Yeah, because in Mario Kart,
I think that'd be quite a cool.
There's just a track, and then obviously the characters you get include boy you can go, and then the car.
That'd be a really cool.
Thing.
I've got to say, like, if we're talking about like Splatoon, that's the main thing that stopped me from buying it, is that the gameplay is basically like, I know there's like a little bit of single player, but it's mostly just play with other people online.
Yeah,
like, and
online,
I don't like competitive multiplayer games. Like,
yeah,
I really like struggle with them. So that's the only thing that keeps me from buying it. I did play Splatoon, the original Splatoon on Wii U a bit when it came out, and I enjoyed it for a while, but I can't do competitive online. I can't do it.
And it's like the new DLC that come out is primarily single player. And it's really good, but it's like a roguelike one where basically you have to do about 30 levels. You die, start from the beginning, off you go again.
I hate it.
Oh no, I like games like that, kind of like Binding of Isaac or something.
Yeah, honestly, last freaking level. Anyway, move on. So that just missed out on top 10. We move on up to 10th place with 32 points. Again, not been previously ranked in a top 10 video. Again, Nico and Jack both had it the highest in the same position. It was number 4.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Animal Crossing just made the top 10.
What a game! Talking about the Animal Crossing developers again in like the span of like a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
It surprises me that they're the same people.
It does.
You know, they're polar opposite games.
Yeah.
I feel like again with Animal Crossing, the timing of it being released and COVID was literally like
spot
on. It literally came out as everyone wasn't allowed to go outside, and that's like the game you could just sit down and go, I'm going to play this all day.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to explain myself why I have Animal Crossing in 4, because I've like gone on record before saying that I got very bored of it after a few weeks. But the thing is that, like you said, COVID had just hit. Yeah. Speaking personally, like I because of I have medical conditions, which means I had to stay indoors. I couldn't go to work. I couldn't go out. I couldn't do anything. So I couldn't see anybody. So like this was literally my escape for like a full month of my life, you know. So like, as much as like nowadays I'd look back at it and think like, I can't be asked to play Animal Crossing, but like just because of like what it actually like did for me and a lot of other people when it came out, I feel like it has to be high up there. So it ended up being number 4.
Like I play Animal Crossing a bit. The problem is I can't sit down and play the same game. I'll do it on stream, but that's different. But if I'm sat down by myself, I cannot play a game for like so long. But I have to like switch up because my attention span doesn't work like that. So
I do think part of the appeal of Animal. Yeah, I do think part of the appeal of Animal Crossing though is that you kind of jump in for about an hour or 2 a day and like just do like you know your little daily stuff and then just hop off again.
Yeah.
Instead of playing it for like 6 hours at a time or something.
Yeah.
As I've been known to do with other games. But
like I usually, if I'm got a bit of time in the morning, go in the shop, check the price of turnips or whatever, and that's about it.
Turnips.
And then it's like, if I've got a bit of time, go in there and literally, I go to the Nook Miles things, go to the top and go, right, okay, I'll just do the first 5 or whatever, do that, and then go off again.
Yeah.
And then wait till the next day.
It's like a very chill game.
It's kind of like a chill, slow game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does give me good memories, to be fair. I still remember all 10 of my villagers. None of them ever left me. Like, they all stayed on the island. Like, I made, like, a little, like, I don't want to call it a housing estate, because it sounds very industrial, but, like, I made, like, a housing area, shall we say, of the island, where they each had their own house, a little front garden. They all had, like, garden furniture dedicated to them specifically. And it was just really, really fun. And I had, like, 10 villagers who... None of them were the same type of animal, which was really, really fun as well. Because I didn't want any repeat animals, so I had all sorts of variety in there. It was really fun.
I've had this one villager for like months, and I can't get rid of him. And I absolutely hate this villager. And it's
Same names.
I feel like I was super lucky. I never had one that I wanted to get rid of. All the ones I got, I really liked.
Call him out. Who was it?
this weird hamster guy. I don't know its name properly because I never talked to it.
Oh, there was a hamster in my game I really loved, but I can't remember his bloody name.
I can go and find out in a bit. But
I can't remember his name.
But yeah, no,
Yeah.
every
but yeah,
day.
I love my little group of islanders though, and like that, I feel I always imagine like they had their own like little like social cliques. Like there were the two that I liked least. They were called like the bros. Like they were just like off doing their own thing all the time. And like you had like the grumpy old man who would always fish. You had like the like posh old lady, and you had like you had like the dog who quite literally was the puppy dog of the island.
Yeah.
Like. And you had like the last villager I got was a kangaroo who had like a baby in her pouch, and she was like the mother hen of the island.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on.
Let's move on. Next position.
God forbid we spend more than 5 seconds talking about a game, or otherwise no one will watch it.
Oh, damn. So we move on to joint 8th. So we've got our first of 2 ties in this top 10, 15. 1 point more than Animal Crossing. 1 game, I believe has not been ranked before. The other one has. So
We've got a lot of newcomers this time.
So do you want the newcomer now, or do you want the first old man?
Let's go for the old one first, and then we'll go to the more exciting thing.
So this game was only featured in our last top 10 Mario games.
Mm-hmm.
It came 7th, so kind of consistent. It came 8th today. Dia had it the highest at 3rd. Super Mario 3D World.
Okay, so
Okay.
this was on my original list. Then I got rid of it because I was told no ports. And then Ditto used my ported list anyway. Which is
look, if I was counting ports of like anything that's been ported to Switch, this would be in my top 10.
Yeah.
But I was saying this before. I was saying this to Ditto and H before we started the call, which is that like I didn't play it on Switch. I played it on Wii U.
Yeah.
So I didn't add it because for me it's not a Switch game.
Yeah.
Like it's an amazing game. It's one of the. Oh, I think I had it number 1. It's like my favorite Mario game. Well, actually, no, it wasn't my favorite Mario game. My favorite mainline Mario game.
Mainline Mario.
My favorite mainline Mario game of all time, and it's so good. So like, yeah,
it's
definitely worth being in the top 10.
Yeah.
It is. I had it. Well, depending on what list they look at, the list that Ditto used, which was the one that he said he wasn't going to use, it was 5th.
Yeah.
But I'll take a 5th. That's a really good game.
I still need to play
the
it.
online is really good.
I still need to play it.
Yeah, but you should play it online. You should play it online with us.
I'm really tempted. You know, I've done WarioWare's done. You know.
Yeah.
Series.
That should be a new thing you do in the
next YouTube series. We do like Super Mario 3D World online and we just rage.
Oh, that would be fun.
Yeah.
That would be really fun.
Yeah, I think that might be the next WarioWare we do. But yeah, I'm ready to play it. Oh God.
Meow.
Jesus Christ. Right. so that there we go. The penguin is mad. The penguin is back. So tied with Super Mario 3D World, which we literally talked about in the last top 10, so I don't think we need to mention that much. But
it will also save on time so that people can get through this video quickly.
Jesus Christ. So tied with it, I feel like I've missed something because I don't think it's been ranked before, but I feel like it has done.
Okay.
If I'm going to say some names of positions, and you'll probably guess what this is.
Well, yeah, this is one of mine. Yeah.
Xenaus had it 3rd. Monsuno had it 2nd. Alquist had it number 1.
Smash.
Smash.
The thing is, right, it was in top 10 Mario because we excluded it. I can't remember if it actually made our top 10 Nintendo list.
It might have made our top 10 Nintendo. It might have made that. I don't know if it would have been top 10. It might have been like an honourable mention or something. But I definitely remember talking about it at some point. But yeah, this would have been my number 11. Like this just missed out on a place in my list. But it's such a good game. The thing is like I'm not in the mood to play Smash very often. That's the thing. I get more excited about like when a Smash game is being made, like what characters are going to be in it. That's the excitement for me. Like the actual playing of the game, I'll play it for like half an hour, and then I'll be like, okay, I've had enough of that. I want to do something else now. But the thing is that Smash Bros is like it's such a great just game to play with just like a group of friends. It's a shame really that most of our friends don't like it because it's really fun to just like play for a little while with friends and like
exactly.
our friends always like, oh no, I suck at it, and it's like that's the point.
That's the whole point. You turn items on, you just go ham.
I think when it comes to this one, I think just having every single character ever, almost every map ever, like all these changes they made to it, it looks beautiful. Like they've added so many cool characters, just like DLC and everything. They just really went all out with it. Honestly, they really just went all out with it. You can't even deny. Yeah, Minecraft Steve can fight against Sephiroth.
Wii
Fit Trainer can fight. Fit Trainer can fight. And then Kingdom Hearts.
And Pac-Man, can be fighting the anime boobs from Xenoblade.
Exactly.
The best character in the game, Mr. Game & Watch.
Yeah, exactly. There's Diddy Kong. You get all sorts. You get all of the love in the game, but
Pikmin.
I think it would have made my list if the story game was a little bit better. Because what I remember from Smash Bros, I only ever had the Wii one and this one.
Yeah.
And obviously the Wii one had the story mode, which I really enjoyed. And then I didn't really play like the,
Yeah, this one had a single player mode, but I wouldn't really call it a story mode. It had about like 2 cutscenes, and the rest of it was just going around this board and like collecting these like spirits or whatever they were.
Yeah.
Like I've always we definitely have spoken about this before, but like the reason that we never got another story mode is literally because when the Wii one was about to launch, the cutscenes all leaked online from the story.
Yeah.
And it made the creator so salty that he was like, I'm not doing this again. I'm not making another story mode.
Yeah.
Which is a shame because it was so good. Just, like really wish they could have made one for Ultimate with like all the characters in it, but
that would be really cool. But
wasn't meant to be.
It wasn't meant to be.
Now the closest thing you got to that is Ditto's D&D streams, I guess. What a shame. You'll have to tune into those instead.
Anyway, right, in 8th. We jump up to 44 points in 7th place. This game did rank in our top 10 Nintendo games, which came 10th. Foss had this game 2nd. Molecule had this game 3rd.
Okay.
And someone else in the school had this game 3rd.
Is it me by any chance?
I was 3rd in both my lists if it's mine.
It's not yours. It's Jack's. It's Legends Arceus.
Okay. Legends Arceus. Where did it rank? Sorry, 7th.
Number 7.
Number 7.
It's not too bad. Now,
what a game.
I really appreciate this game. It's really good, but I've only played literally the tutorial.
Literally, when H had the Switch Lite, and they upgraded to like the OLED one.
I was I've got time to just go and play it on the telly now.
Yeah.
So I was like, right, I'm going to upgrade it. Plus the battery life for my Lite was getting terrible. Thought, you know what, I'll get the OLED, treat myself. Sold my Lite, and sold it, and I could get a voucher for a couple of games. So what did I get? I got Mario Maker and Arceus. Played the tutorial for Arceus, and then that's pretty much it because I've been like playing Violet a lot.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I can't have
and then,
games on the go.
And then since I streamed it the other day, I've been playing again.
Well,
it's such a good game.
I was playing it to try and find things for you to do.
Yeah.
Fair. I mean, the thing is though, right? And I'm sure, like having played a little bit of it, you probably agree. It's a bit more chill than like regular Pokemon because you just go around like catching Pokemon. You can just sort of like explore kind of thing. Yeah. I like that it's a little bit more chill, but not to like the extent that like Let's Go is. Like it's still got that element of like you need to be paying attention, but yeah, I think it's really good. I really like the story of it. I really like just how different it is, and like the Hisuian forms are all cool and all this kind of stuff. Just so glad they're making another one. So glad they're making another one.
It's like
it's going to be so good.
It's like I'd say it's like the newest spin-off they've made since like the Mystery Dungeon days, which is literally stuck and will probably be around forever.
Yeah, that's just it. I'm just glad they're finally doing something different. And the thing is, like these the Legends games feel like they're a step away from being like mainline games. Because whereas something like Mystery Dungeon is clearly a spin-off, like Legends Arceus feels like it's basically a mainline game. It basically is.
Yeah, I feel like it's there to like put like holes in like the Gen 4 story and like putting it Talking about
Yeah,
obviously
which I
Legend
think
Z,
is really
I feel
cool
like
because it's a way that they can build
On
on
it.
the regions we've already got without
Yeah.
like remaking the same game we already played.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's really
Yeah.
cool. That's why I'm so glad they're doing it with Kalos because I always said for years and years since this one came out that the next one should be Kalos
There's so
because
many holes.
the Kalos needs some love.
There were so many holes in like the X and Y story, and they never had like a Z or like like we had Platinum and Black and White 2.
Everyone was always saying it should be Gen 2 or Gen 5. I was like, no. Kalos is where it's at. Like Kalos needs the love.
Needs the love.
And obviously someone is listening to me because that's what they're doing.
And Ditto was saying to me once Z2A was announced. Like,
well, that was in the podcast.
Yeah, that was in our last podcast. If you want to watch that.
Yeah.
If you've got time to watch that is. But basically, yeah, you were saying basically that there was so many holes in it.
There's so many holes in Gen
and
6.
What the holes were.
And they kind of patched up in Sun and Moon, but not really.
Yeah.
With Zygarde, but Zygarde's still like
they tried,
unknown as hell. Like we don't know anything.
They tried,
about
but it definitely felt like tacked on the whole Zygarde thing in Sun and Moon.
Yeah.
Like I feel like Legend ZA is gonna properly do Zygarde justice
because even to this day we have no idea why Zygarde's there, what his lore is or anything. It's just like he's here. Hi.
We don't know anything. So yeah.
So hopefully when that comes out, it might not. I don't think it'll be on our top 10 Switch video list because it'll be on the new console.
It'll be our top 10.
Whatever the new console is.
Switch, Super Switch 2.
Yeah.
Thing.
Did you notice? I noticed. I was re-watching the trailer for it, and it says launching simultaneously in 2025, which means simultaneously means it's on 2 different systems.
Yeah.
Which means that's basically a soft confirmation of the Switch 2 next year.
Yep.
Because I feel like it's going to be like, obviously like,
Tears of the Kingdom?
No, Breath of the Wild, that's the one. Where that was on Wii U and Switch, it's going to be like that kind of.
Yeah, like it'll be like a launch title. If it's a launch title, that would be so good. Like a Pokemon launch title would be so good.
Have we ever had a Pokemon launch? I don't think. I don't think Mario, isn't it?
Mario or Zelda mainly, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or something stupid like ARMS.
Yeah, I mean the thing is, it has to be something that can sell systems, and like Zelda obviously could sell systems.
And Mario.
I mean, we had Zelda, and I think like a month later we had Mario Kart, which is like Zelda and Mario Kart. You throw those out, and like that's enough,
Exactly.
But like wildly off topic.
We have Legends Arceus, good game. I'm currently playing it again on stream. I'm enjoying it. Can't wait for Legends Z.
Yes.
Next up, we have a game which has been mentioned in the previous Top 10 Mario video. 47 points.
Ooh.
This game was 3rd on Monsuno's list, 2nd on mine and Scoot's list. It got 3rd.
Okay, I know what it is.
It got 3rd in our top 10 Nintendo games.
Yeah, I think.
It got 1st in our top 10 Mario games. But today, it is only our 3rd highest Mario game. Consistency. So if you remember, what was first in our top 10 Mario video?
It was Odyssey.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Super Mario Odyssey.
47 points.
Yep, I put this.
So where did you have this in your list now, Ditto?
I had it 2nd.
I had it 6th.
You had it 2nd. Okay.
I had it 2nd.
I was wondering if perhaps it would end up dropping after the trauma of last time you played it.
Yeah.
just for context, like Ditto is now on the final level, like the darker side of the moon.
I'm pretty sure I was still on the darker side of the moon when we did our top 10 Mario.
Yeah, you was.
You've gotten very close though. You're close to the end. Like, I don't know when your next stream of it is, but like
in about 2 weeks' time, I think.
Unless it comes.
I think you'll make it.
I am literally.
I think you'll make it.
Yeah.
I think I'm like part 12 of 15 or 16 or something through it.
You got so it's divided. It's basically like 15 segments, if you want to say. I think you got to segment 11 last time.
12,
I think it's the furthest you got was 11. Yeah. So you're most of the way there.
I'm gonna go. Yes, I've done this, and then
you're gonna stream it to 100% it.
And then someone's gonna redeem it again. I'm like 100 moons now. 100,000, 999, whatever. But yeah, honestly,
but there's only
great
880. You got to buy the rest.
Yeah. But yeah, honestly,
capitalism
is great. We don't really talk about it, honestly, because literally it won our last top 10. There's not really much,
we
you know.
don't need to talk about capitalism.
Exactly, all that. It's a good game. I wish they made a sequel. We need a new 3D. That's a good launch title.
It'll happen. That could be a launch title.
Odyssey 2 or like just a new 3D Mario game would be cool.
We're getting Princess Peach Showtime in a couple of weeks if you want to go for that.
Yeah. The thing is, they should have like released it on Sunday on like Mario Day or something, you know, or like.
And ironically, that game looks really good.
I played the.
Like, I'm actually really excited for that.
More detail of our Mario Team thoughts. Go watch our top 10 Mario game video, which came out a couple of weeks ago.
Or if you want raw thoughts.
And if you want to laugh. Yeah, if you want to laugh, watch Ditto playing it in 2 weeks' time.
Watch me stream it, or just wait for the YouTube video which will probably come out, and it should be like probably 6 parts of me just doing the final mission. Fail.
Yeah.
The montage. But we move on to joint fourth, our final tie of the video. Both had 48 points. One has been ranked before in the top 10. One hasn't.
Okay.
Do you want newbie or the old?
Go for the Goldie.
Let's go with the oldie first. Get out of the way.
So this game did feature in our top 10 Mario games. It got 5th.
Okay.
5th.
So this time it did better than our winner last time.
Okay.
Is it Wonder?
The person in this call who had it the highest had it in 3rd place.
Yes, Wonder.
Okay, it's not me.
Yeah, it's Wonder. Wonder got 1 point more.
I'd say, as I'd say with like 3D World, that's the best. I'd say it's the best 3D Mario, but it's not like the other 3D Marios as such, is it?
Well, Wonder is like a 2D
Yeah,
Mario, isn't it?
I'd say probably, you know, 3D World is really good, but Wonder's the best, my favourite 2D. I'd say because it's just so creative.
It's so creative and different to what I've never done before. The music's really good.
I still have not played much of it. I really am gonna. I've got some time off next week, and I think one of the things I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sit down and properly play it because it's not in my list purely because I haven't played it, but I can feel in my soul that when I play it, I'll be like, yeah, this is one of the best games on the Switch.
And 100% in it. Oh my god! Once you finish the main game, I don't think there's loads to 100% it afterwards. But oh my god, some of the levels are a pure challenge.
I've seen the one I've seen is a level where you have to wall jump off a bunch of blocks in the air and stuff.
Yeah.
I've seen something like that. But so I'm looking at this thing and oh my god, this is everything I want in a Mario game, an actual challenge.
Yeah. the only level I vaguely remember from Wonder from my playthrough was obviously Piranha's on Parade, the second level.
You wait till post game, and then the final level.
Oh god.
Oh my god. You rage at this one on Odyssey. You wait till you play this final level.
I don't want to. You can't make me.
Or you can make him if you tune into the streams and request it. But anyway, very good game.
Wonder, very good game. The game tied with it, unranked. This game was 2nd on Dake's list and 3rd on mine.
Okay.
It came out.
Inazuma 11.
Yes.
Not even out yet.
48 points. Are you kidding me? It's a Pokemon game. Highest rated Pokemon game of this list. It's
well, it must be.
No, Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't going to be Mystery Dungeon. I've only got Rescue Team DX 8 on my list.
I had it about there.
I love it. It's Mystery Dungeon, of course I love it, but there are better games on the Switch.
Yeah.
If it was a remake of Explorers, that would be a different matter. But it's a Rescue Team remake, so it gets 8.
IMO, the best Pokemon game they've made for a hot minute.
Yeah.
I would agree. I think it's okay. So people obviously are going to be very focused on the graphics being bad, the frame rate, and all this kind of stuff. But I have never let it get in the way of the fact that I think it's got the best new Pokemon that we've had in several generations.
Yeah.
I think the character and story are all really memorable.
Yes.
And I think the music is amazing. I mean, Penny's theme music, a bunch like there's so many theme music there's just so much good music in it, and like just the open world, like it might have not been perfect, but they did a really good job of it. I thought.
I feel like this
Like it's what I wanted the wild area to be in Sword and Shield.
This is what I wanted Brilliant Diamond to look like.
Yeah.
Yeah, like why ILCA
Just why. But yeah.
But yeah, I'd say.
But yeah, it's so good.
It's so good, and like you said, there's so many new Pokemon in that. It sort of, wanted me to get back into Pokemon again.
The Paradox Mons are really cool. Terrestrialize, we talked about briefly earlier. I feel like one of the better concepts we've done for a while.
From what I've heard, the DLC is amazing. I still haven't really played it, but I've heard it's great, so I am going to at some point.
The first part I've done, I really enjoyed. I'm not really far into Blueberry, but
I feel like where you are now.
Yeah.
I just feel like we really just need to take a moment to just acknowledge just how superior the Gen 9 Dex actually is. Because, I mean, okay, obviously we've got the Chonk, which is obviously like iconic.
Yeah.
You've got Mousehold, which is one of the creative Pokemon they've done.
Yeah.
You've got Garganacl, which obviously is H's favourite Pokemon ever.
Yeah.
Like you've got Armarouge and Ceruledge. You've got Kilowattrel. You've got Smoliv, which is like the best meme ever.
Yeah.
Like there's so many good Pokemon. We got our first Grass and Fire type. We've got Tinker. We've got Tinkerton. We've got Palafin. Revavroom, Flamigo. Like. We've got Tatsugiri, and then we've got all the cool, new evolutions, like Annihilate and Kingambit, Farigiraf, after Dunsparce. Like, they fucking just went off on this Pokedex, honestly. They went mad.
He didn't mention the Mon that won our top 10 Gen 9 Pokemon game list.
Oh, I haven't mentioned it. Which one was it?
Clodsire!
Oh yeah, obviously I was saving the best for last.
Yeah.
Hang on a minute, I need to do reparations now. Hang on.
Oh god. Yeah.
Gen 9.
There we go. He's back.
Yay!
He's back.
Yeah.
Oh my arms! Oh no.
Clodsire.
But Clodsire himself. If the Gen 9 Dex came out and it was just Clodsire, it would still be the best one they've ever made. So what can you do? But
I like how
obviously Clodsire is incredible.
Yeah, I like the fact that they've done it a bit differently because there's like 3 different things. You've got the Titan part, you've got the team staff and stuff, and then you've got the ads, which are different. It was so like creatively done, and the fact that you could do them in whatever order you wanted. Like, I know there was kind of like a intended route because they had set levels. One thing I would love for them to do if they carry on the formula is to do it so that you can literally go to any of them and they'll have like a different team depending on how many like badges or Titans or whatever you've done up to that point.
That'd be cool.
I
would love it if they did that in a new one.
Well, they kind of tried that out with the DLC because if you got the DLC and you hadn't completed the main game, all the levels for all the mons and that you got to battle to get through the game are lower.
Yeah.
Why didn't they just, like you said, do that for the gym?
They could do that in Gen 10.
Well, it gives me hope. The fact that they did it a little bit for the DLC gives me hope that when they make a Gen 10 eventually, that they will do something like that.
The only problem they do with the newest DLC for me is all the battles are freaking double battles. Really annoys me. Because I suck at them.
Yeah, I mean,
best type of battle.
I get it because I think there was almost no double battles in the main game, so I get it. But I just want them to have a healthy variety. I just want to have a healthy variety back. Is that so much to ask for? That's the one thing I will say against Scarlet and Violet is I think the trainer battles in between could have been better. There weren't many at all. And the ones that were there, you could avoid them because line of sight isn't a thing anymore.
I think going through the main game, I avoided most of them because I didn't really, if I saw one, I'd go up to him.
Yeah. For me, the best way to level up was doing the raid battles anyway.
It is because you get them, you get the candy, and
it was. The candies make it so much easier. The thing is, I was when I was playing it. I'd done basically all the game. I'd done almost all of it, apart from the last epilogue kind of story bit.
Yeah.
And then I was wandering through the very first area, the first field you go in, and I bumped into a trainer, and apparently I'd never ever spoken to him because he challenged me to a battle. He sounds like a level 5 Smoliv against my level 60 team. I was
Well, that's literally in the DLC, right? There was a challenge that you had to do. And literally, if you did the challenge, it's like go and find this Pokemon or whatever, and literally you can just go off, find that Pokemon or whatever, and so on. If you turned literally done a 180, turned around as someone to battle, and if you battled him, they'd tell you where to go. But I didn't know that, and then after I'd done like that part of the series, I come back and it's like, oh, I spent like 2 hours trying to find that. You could have told me.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
But yeah.
Scarlet and Violet, very, very good games.
Top games. So we move on to podium.
Here we go.
Third place.
I know what one of the podium games is going to be. Like, come on.
Yeah. So this game is our highest ranking game that's not been mentioned in any other TV Stereo top 10s before.
Ooh.
You got 55 points. Who had this? Sprangle and Dia had this third.
Okay.
Lil had this first.
Yeah.
Okay, I know what it is.
Yeah, it's Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I was wondering when this was going to come up, and this is the bit that I was worried. I was scared for, honestly.
Yeah.
Because I don't have this. I don't have this in my list at all. And in fact, I played it for about 45 minutes and then stopped.
Yeah. I feel like Tears of the Kingdom. Was like, obviously I've actually played Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
I don't like it, but I've played it. Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like Breath of the Wild's here. I don't know if Tears of the Kingdom's like here.
All I know is they're kind of together. They're like.
Yeah. So they're basically a duo. Like it's the same, like underlying like system, the same like engine and everything. Like the thing is that I really liked Breath of the Wild. Like it's in my list, and I have no doubt that we're going to be talking about that very, very shortly. But like it's in my list. But like I played Tears of the Kingdom, very, very hyped to play it. I was like, oh my god, a sequel to Breath of the Wild is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
I don't like what they've done with it, honestly. Like I know I'm going to be in a minority here, but they like went really, really off the wall with like making it very like open and free in the sense that you could do whatever you wanted.
Right.
And the big thing in the new one is that you can build stuff. Like proper build stuff, like you can gather you can gather materials, and you've got like this construction thing where you can like build like your own vehicles or like a building or whatever.
It's like bloody Fortnite.
And I just think it's too open. I think it's just too open. There's too much to do now, and I just find it really overwhelming. Yeah. So I was just like, I don't know what the hell I'm meant to be doing here. I tried making a wagon and it completely didn't work. I tried about half an hour to make a simple wagon. I was like, this is not going to work.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what the hell am I even doing here? And I came to a point where I just realized I don't want to play this. Like, I just wasn't having much fun.
Yeah.
And it makes me really sad to say that. And I'm sure I'm alone on that. But like, I just didn't have much fun with it, I'm afraid. I'm sure it's probably fun, like, if you just play it and not worry about all the new stuff, but I feel like the new stuff they added hurt it. I feel like it like makes it a lot more, like it muddies it a lot more. I think it was like Breath of the Wild, even though it was very open, I feel like the systems within it were still quite focused.
Yeah.
But I feel like Tears of the Kingdom is trying to do everything at once, and it kind of, for me, it doesn't really work.
Yeah.
James is going to slaughter me for saying that, but
it is what it is. It's Zelda. I know. It's like
I'm just not a fan.
I don't even say not a Zelda.
I totally understand why it's ranked high. I totally get it. It's just not for me.
Yeah. I was just scared that the entire top list would be both those.
The problem with like, for me, it's like Tears of the Kingdom come out. I was like, okay, will I like this game? Will I not? I've never played a Zelda game, and I was like, it's like £20 more than this normal Nintendo game or whatever. I'm like, am I gonna pay that and just not enjoy it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if I.
Yeah, like honestly, like you're best to just like well the problem is with Switch games is they're still full price.
Yeah.
Even if they launched like 6 years ago. Like if you ever find one on sale, I'd probably just get either Breath of the Wild or the Link's Awakening remake and try one of those instead.
At the minute, I'm doing A Link to the Past on their emulator, and I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair. We move on.
Yeah.
Silver.
Moving on.
Silver, second place. This game.
I feel like I know what this is going to be.
This game was on two people in this call's list very high.
Okay.
H had it second.
Okay.
I had it first.
Okay.
Dake had it first. Monsuna had it first. This game got second in today's video.
Okay.
It got second in top 10 Mario games. It got second in top 10 Nintendo games. This game is destined to never win a top 10 video. It's Mario Kart Deluxe.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Here's the thing. I feel like I was a bit rude to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe in my ranking, but I intentionally did not put it on my list because I was like, I don't want the game to like top every single list we do.
It has never
It's
topped
never topped
the
the
list. It always comes second place.
I know, but then there's also There's also the fact I was going off of what like games did I have most fun playing, and the thing is, like, as much as Mario Kart 8 is amazing, like, I hate playing it. It's so irritating. Like, my most recent memory of it is a bloody tournament with Alcaraz we did, where I rage quit near the end because I was like gonna be like the winner on the imposter side for almost the whole time, and then I had like 4 bad races in a row, and I lost the lead, and I rage quit.
Yeah.
So I was just like. Fuck Mario Kart. I can't be
glad
asked.
at that last tournament because the way that Mario Kart works to me is normally I'm quite, you know, I'm not like the best, but I'm all right.
Yeah.
Like, you can keep up.
I can keep up, and like when it's not competitive, it's just like casual races. I'm like, oh yeah, and then I sort of win a few. Like I think I won the entire tournament, like the pre-tournament.
Yeah.
And then as soon as it hits the tournament.
Yeah.
Nope, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But then it's like the opposite.
Literally,
But then I'm the opposite in Splatoon. Like if I go in a like competitive lobby or whatever, and I'm like, right, yes, let's do this and do good.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I feel like the issue I have with Mario Kart is the same issue I have with competitive multiplayer in general, which is that I'm a very sore loser. That's what it comes down to. I don't like to lose. I can take losing if it's to a computer, but if I lose to real people, then I don't like it. And when I play Mario Kart, I always lose because we always play with like Alcaraz, and they're all like pros.
Yeah,
and like they can wipe the floor with all of us. Like I feel like if I'm racing like with like us, like I mean, I feel like we're pretty much on a similar level. Like we usually are neck and neck.
Yeah.
In Mario Kart.
Yeah.
But like when it comes to like playing with Alcaraz and all that, like no chance. Like you're lucky to even scrape the top 5.
Yeah, exactly. I'll take a pick. Like when I do the Twitch plays Mario Kart things, I'm like, I'm really good. I'm like getting like second, third every time we do races online. It's gonna be great. I get there, I'm like near the bottom. I'm like, well, this is I've been putting my spot.
It just there is something about Mario Kart and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe specifically to just really makes you feel every time you play it like the universe hates you.
Yeah.
Like in actuality, like everyone gets to Mario Kart all the time, but it always feels like it's just happening to you.
Yeah.
It's an amazing game,
really
but I can't
game.
play it for more than like an hour before I start feeling like I'm gonna have a fucking brain seizure.
Gaps. Like I play it for like constantly for like a week, and then about a month or whatever, I just not play it for about 4 weeks, and then I'm
Back
like,
again.
I pretty much only play it occasionally for the streams, because if I played it regularly, I'd probably be better at it, but I would also take years off my life expectancy.
I feel like
so.
The only way they can improve the game is if they incorporate the Splatoon 3 lobbies and the massive variety of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Yeah.
Like if they combine both of those.
Yeah, so we need multiplayer as good. We need online as good as Splatoon 3. A tournament mode that actually works. We need
does really well.
we need character customization. Instead of having like 5 Marios, have 1 Mario and you can choose the costume. We need like obviously more variety of characters, more variety of cards and stuff. Like
Tracks.
battle mode, like not battle mode, but like the missions, like in DS. Bring those back.
It's
like all sorts.
Why don't they just like Splatoonify Mario Kart?
Splatoonify it.
No, honestly, it will work so well. You know.
Can you imagine if we like got Mario Kart 9 and the special new mode was like I had a dream about this the other night. There's like the special new mode comes out and it's just like an on foot mode where you're just running around the course.
Oh dear.
Just running around with a mushroom or like a banana.
They could have like boat races
they did a Splatoon lobby
airplanes
where there's a public friend lobby and a non-public friend lobby. So let's say us 3 are in there. It will find a room with 3 spaces and puts us in that room, rather than one of us go in the room and we just got to sit and wait for half an hour until we can get in it.
Do you know something that would be really fun that I've just thought of? Like in like the lobbies for like Mario Kart 9, what if they did a thing where like while you're waiting, it puts you in like a track, and instead of having to race, you can just drive around freely and just
what Splatoon does.
Like while you're waiting for the game to actually load, you can just like drive around the track wherever you want and just like bump into people and just be like, hi.
In Splatoon, it's basically you're in this room.
You could do dodging.
You're basically with your team, and there's like loads of dummies or whatever you can practice shooting at.
And Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Online, when you're waiting for a lobby, you're in like the thing where you punch the.
Yeah, you're in like a little training room. Yeah. They should do that for Mario Kart.
And they should do it. So, like in Splatoon, you get every so often you get a catalogue. Let's do that, and you can win extra carts, extra costumes for the characters and things. And every so often they do a kart fest or whatever, and and then the sort of online becomes a bit more of a tournament. But they're sort of on Splatoon. There's like 2 types. There's like the proper competitive one, and then the pro one, and then the more casual one.
Yeah.
And you do that, and then you get sort of more items and more. So they could add a random item for like a while. So like the next one is going to be when you die, when you get splattered, you get like a free bomb or whatever you can chuck. Something like that. You die, you fall off the track of Mario Kart or something stupid, or you get hit by. Every time you get hit by a blue shell, you get a free blue shell to hit back at them.
That would be a funny equalizer. But can you imagine, like on like Rainbow Road, everyone falls off and just there's bombs everywhere?
Yeah. like they could do that and bring like back old weapons and stuff. All the ones in Tor, they could have like, this week we do like a Bowser month where we've got all the Bowser castle tracks in the game for that month.
Yeah,
and the next month is Rainbow Road or something, or
like they have the base game where it's like you've got the row of new tracks, a row of retro tracks, and then you've got 2 spots at the end, like 2 cups, and every so often they change them 2 cups.
Yeah, that could be interesting. That could be a thing.
So you've still got like the base game, so it's not like you just tied down to them.
Yeah, that could be interesting. But Mario Kart, you got 2nd place. The game
I know what's number 1.
The game that won. So Mario Kart got 63 points. This game won with 77.
Okay.
Damn. Okay.
Deer and Foss had it first. Molly and Sprangle had it second. Nico and Alcris had it third.
I wonder what that is.
It won our top 10 Nintendo games. It's won our top 10 Switch games.
Well, look, consistency. We have at least a little bit of consistency, at least.
Our top 2 are consistent because Mario Kart 8 only has ever come second. This game's only ever won. Breath of the Wild.
Yes.
Is number 1.
Breath of the Wild.
Again, it definitely sold the
There
Switch.
it is.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. I think that's fair to say. Like, this was the big game when Switch came out.
Yeah, it was.
Like Mario Kart 8 came out like a month later. Yeah. So like after that, you could argue it was Mario Kart but like it was a combination of this and Mario Kart.
It was.
Like that was all it took to sell the Switch, and like this game was just so huge at the time. Like everyone was talking about how good it was, and just I had so much fun with it. Like I can't speak enough good about the game. Like even though I've just spent 5 minutes shitting on Tears of the Kingdom, and it's basically the same game, but like I just think this one is just so it's just something really really special about it. I really can't explain it. Like I know it's not for you, Ditto, at all, but I think that's because just that style of game is not for you, as opposed to something about this game specifically. But like it's so good. It really is. Like there's definitely things that could improve, and I think that's why I'm a little bit. I think that's why I'm a little bit disappointed in Tears of the Kingdom, because I think a lot of the improvements they could have made, they didn't make.
Yeah.
But it's a really good game, and we've talked about it plenty here before, so I'm not going to go on too much. But it's a deserving winner. I do still think it's one of the best Switch games ever made. Yeah. And I have it number 6 on my list, so like I still think it's up there.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like I don't want to say like the Zelda fans carried it first, but it is deserving of being first place.
Because it's kind of I reckon they did that game to kind of show, look, the Switch, right? Before, handheld games were good, but they weren't like that good.
Yeah.
On that level, and they went, right, we're going to do this game because people are going to be like, oh, Tears of the Kingdom. Oh, is it going to be more power when it's plugged in the dock, or is it going to be, And then they sort of Tears of the Kingdom, take it wherever you go. Exact same quality.
Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild. They're basically the same game.
Yeah, they're both Zelda. Yeah,
they're both Zelda. They both got the same storyline.
Yeah, but yeah, so that was our top 10 Switch games. Not every time we do a DS or Wii one, there's always a surprise in there. There wasn't really. I wouldn't say there was a surprise in today's one. To be fair,
there was for me. As a little bit of a surprise. I'm not surprised about it because I knew.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm really surprised by the results. I like that we had newcomers in there that we don't talk about before.
Yeah,
but I'm not that surprised by how it went. Really, like I knew it was going to be Breath of the Wild, Mario Kart, probably Tears of the Kingdom would be up there as well. I knew those three were going to be high up.
Yeah,
yeah, like it's Switch games. What are you going to do? Like Switch is like the one console that we've all played to death.
Yeah, exactly.
So like, yeah,
it's one of those.
Well, it's like 7 years old.
Yeah, it is.
It was 7 years old.
Like with something like like Wii or DS or something, there's going to be games that some people haven't played.
Yeah.
So they won't make their list. But most of the big games on Switch, like everyone has played.
Yeah. Because like obviously like 11th place got 30 points, which never happens. No. So that's kind of like
that's like an insane amount of like consensus for us. Usually 11th place is like 15 points.
16 points, yeah. But yeah, honorable mentions on my list. I had the highest game that we didn't talk about, which was on my list, was Mystery Dungeon. I had it 5th because I really did enjoy playing it when I streamed it.
You had it 5th?
I had 5th place.
Wow,
yeah.
I'm impressed by that.
Yeah, there's a lot of games on this list which I've never played before streaming, which is on my list. I did enjoy it. I've gone back and played it again, so that does say I really enjoy it.
Wow. Okay.
I had Mario Kart first, Odyssey second, Violet third, Wonder fourth, then Mystery Dungeon. I had Legends Arceus just underneath that. Obviously talked about that.
Nice.
I had Luigi's Mansion 3, which I put in 7th. I had Mario and Rabbids.
Yeah.
You're going to be shocked by this.
Luigi's Mansion 3, I'm surprised didn't get a mention here, actually. I'm surprised that didn't make the top 15.
You're going to be surprised about this, H, but I've got Pikmin 4 in 9th.
What?
Yeah. I've literally played it 2 streams.
To be fair, from what I've seen, it is a very well made. It's a very good game from what I've seen.
I've not touched Pikmin ever.
It is the best.
Every time I'm like, come on, Pikmin. I'm excited for this. I'm excited to play it again.
I give it. It's your best. It is undoubtedly the best Pikmin game.
Yeah.
So if people must be like, "Oh, ditto, play Pikmin 1 now," you know.
And you'll be like, "What is this? This is crap."
Yeah.
It's like my first ever Kirby game was a PTS. My first ever Pikmin game was a PTS. You know, it's all that good stuff.
This is what's good about the PTS, though. It introduces you to new games that you wouldn't play otherwise.
Yeah.
Like, that's why it's so good. Because now, like, you know, when a new Kirby in the same style of, like, what was it, Lost World, or, like, you know, a new, like, you know, Mystery Dungeon comes out.
Yeah.
Something that you'll have your eye on when it launches, as opposed to, like, when someone tells you to play it.
Exactly.
So, yeah, it's really good.
Was WarioWare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
Wario, move it or get together.
Move it. The one I've been doing on YouTube.
Yeah, the good one.
The good one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that's a good game. It's in my top. It's in my top 15. It didn't quite crack number 10, but it's so good.
Yeah.
I have most of my lists made the top 10 this time, as opposed to last time. I think my list was a disaster and it didn't come anywhere near the top 10 for the most part. But what did I have? I had Mystery Dungeon at 8. So you had it higher than me, which is insane.
I know, right? This is ridiculous.
But in fairness, I think I have it lower because I know that Explorers is superior to it.
Yeah, look, I've
only ever
played that one and the 3DS one. So,
well, if they ever make an Explorers DX, which I'm still praying, it's not looking very likely because we didn't get it in the Pokemon Presents.
Oh, I'm going to stream it if it comes out. Don't you fret.
Like, I'm still praying that it will happen, and if it does, you will play it.
Oh, 100%.
But yeah, I got Mystery Dungeon in 8, and the only other game I've got that wasn't mentioned in number 10, I have Hyrule Warriors, which like is a like I don't know, but we've talked about Hyrule Warriors before, I think, but it's basically like a hack and slash with like all the characters from like all the different Zelda games and stuff. Really, really, I feel like I have to put it in my list just because there was a period of time around about 2014 and 2015 where like a good chunk of my life was just this game, and then it got ported to Switch in like 2017, and it became just my life for a good chunk of my life again. Because like it was like the only game I played. I would play it like as soon as I got home from work. I play it all night. Like I racked up, I think, over 1,000 hours in it.
Damn.
And then it got ported to Switch, and I racked up like another 750.
Yeah.
So it's like the game I've played more than any other game like ever. I think.
Right. Yeah.
So I have to have it mentioned because it's just so. I found it so addicting and so fun. But that's it. That's the only two that didn't make the top 10 for me.
I'm going to go from 14 because then it bounced. Then it's got both of my lists that I said ditto in it.
Yeah.
So we start off with in number 14. We had Sparks of Hope. Good game. Never played the first one. The first one might be higher from what you've said.
Yeah.
I
don't know.
I prefer the first, but I don't understand why someone would prefer the second as well. Like it's just different styles of game.
Move was 13th.
Yeah.
Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze 12th.
A lot of people had that game. I nearly had it on my list, but thought,
Yeah, for me it would fall under the same category of like it's a Wii U game, not a Switch game for me.
That's why
I played it on Wii U.
I played it on both.
That's the first game I thought about for this list. Like I was going through the games on my Switch. Went, does that count or does it not count?
Yeah, it's one of those, isn't it?
11th, I had Bowser's Fury. I love that game. I started replaying it after the last top 10.
Yeah.
And I forgot that everything is a cat. There's cat Goombas.
Literally.
Cat Goombas, cat piranha plants. There's just, I'm like, what?
There's like an Easter Island head, which is a cat.
I'm just like, I loved it. I couldn't remember. Like I knew a lot of things were cats. I couldn't remember everything was a cat in that game.
Yeah.
Number 10, Pikmin 3 Deluxe. Wasn't on my other list because that's just a port. Because it's a port of Pikmin 3 with all the extras.
Yeah.
Number 9 was Violet. 8's Animal Crossing New Horizons. 7, Super Mario Maker 2. I love that game. I want Ditto to play it. Where we send in some random levels for him to play.
Oh, that would be so funny if we all had to like make some levels for Ditto to play.
Super Mario Odyssey, 3D World was number 5. Pikmin 4 was number 4. Why do I always do that? I would put like something 3 and Pikmin 4. It doesn't happen. No. Like I don't number it.
It's not conscious.
No, it's not conscious. I don't number it until right at the end. Wonder was 3rd, 8 Deluxe 2nd, and Splatoon 3 in 1. I think that's my most played Switch game.
Yes, we're playing it.
I know I had just missing out because I didn't include ports in mine, but like other ones that I would shout out, like Bayonetta 2 is an amazing game. What else have I got? I mean, I guess I can see Mario Maker 2 as well was pretty good. Just Dance as well.
I nearly had Just Dance on my list.
Dance.
I nearly had it on my list before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, there we go.
So that was our top 10, 15 even, our top 10 Switch games. Let us know in the comments what top 10 you'd like to see next.
Yes.
It's been a while since we've done a Pokemon-based one. It's been ages since we've done... The first one we did was Pixar. We've not touched movies ever since, so... Who knows? But... To recap our top 15, we had Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle in 15th place. We then had Pokemon Sword in 14th. We then had Xenoblade Chronicles 2 in 13th. Fire Emblem Three Houses in 12th. Splatoon 3 in 11th. Animal Crossing in 10th. Joint 8th was Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and Super Mario 3D World. 7th was Arceus. 6th was Super Mario Odyssey. 4th was Violet and Super Mario Wonder. 3rd was Tears of the Kingdom. 2nd was Mario Kart 8. And number 1 was Breath of the Wild. Let us know what your favourite Switch games are, but we didn't even mention. You could be a Nintendo Switch Sports fan, or a 1-2 Switch,
Mario versus Donkey Kong,
or Mario versus Donkey
or
Kong,
a Ring Fit Adventure fan, and you can get up to number 1.
Yeah.
Are you like the one arms fan that exists, and you're mad that it didn't make the list?
Yeah.
Well,
Exactly.
let us know.
Let us know.
Are you a Disney Dreamlight Valley fan?
Ooh. So
Yeah, Courtney will be coming for you there. That would be our number 1.
Yeah. So
I've played it. I like it, but Animal Crossing's better.
So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.